All right, I'm going to show you how this free font preview template works, and you're free to do with it as you wish. You'll notice here I've got the black characters and then the blue characters. These are what I would say are the guiding characters, and then the things underneath it are what's being changed. Now, one of the things I did, if you notice there's a little blue box up here, and you'll also notice that this extends off the slide. The reason I did that is if I select something in PowerPoint, I have to select the entire bounding box. So this blue box and these guiding fonts are all grouped together. And so, for example, I can't just select the blue box. I'd actually have to select everything to select that because it's part of the group. So what makes this work well then is I can select everything on the slide, and it's only going to select the font icons here, or the fonts that are all individual shapes. And then I can change that to a different font. So for example, I'm going to change it to Action Man, and then I can see what that looks like for the Action Man font. In this case, we're going to go ahead and select everything, and we're going to choose one of those fonts. I've got like this Tombat fonts here, and now I can see what those fonts look like, and I can click and zoom in and get a better look. So one is I know this is the character associated with it. So for example, let's say I want this face here. I can type in the letter K, and let's make that a little larger here. So oops. So we'll just make that. Oops, that's a little bit too large. Okay, so let's make that a little larger here, and I'm just going to change it to that, and then I can see what I have here. So once you have that, you could either type in the letter, so you'd find the letter it's associated with, or you can just come over here and like we'll take this. I can do Control C, Control V, paste it, and then if I hit the Control and those bracket keys, I can increase that. So that's one way to do it. Just use the font sizing. Now, if you want to do some customization, you can ungroup these, and that's what I covered in a previous tutorial. Essentially, you need two shapes. So we actually have two shapes right here. So what we're going to do is just select both shapes, go to Format, and then you can do the fragment, and it'll fragment that. And so now these are vector shapes rather than fonts. I have to come in here and clean some of this stuff out, right? So you can see it creates these extra shapes in here. But now I've got, oops, let's zoom in, but now I've got something I can customize, and that's what I showed in the previous tutorial. What's nice about this then is that this is vector and I can use it. The main thing though is you've got this here as a free template. Now let's say, for example, you wanted to save this so you kind of remember what this is. This is the Tombats 4. You can come down here and title this Tombats 4, and then you could, oops, and then you could make duplicate slides and do that for all of those, so you can quickly scan through the different Wingding or Dingbat or Tombat type fonts that you have. So you can use this as you wish. As you can see, you can either type in the letter and change the font on a slide, or you can copy this and paste it. So hopefully you can find some use for that. And then I just kept this original in case you want to make changes and want to have something to revert back to.